Good afternoon. It is Thursday, February 18th. Today, for homework, we are looking at fractions using the area model. The instructions for today, it says draw horizontal lines to decompose each rectangle into the number of rows as indicated. Use the model of the shaded to give the shaded area as both a sum of unit fractions and as a multiplication sentence. They've set up the first one for us. The original one, without being divided up first, was a half. When they added in the dashed lines here, that gave us 6 equal groups. That's 1/6, 1/6, 1/6. So if we look at the shaded area of our new area model, we have 3/6 that are shaded. We know that 1/2 equals 3/6. 1/2 equals 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6. You can also say, because we repeated the addition of 1/6 3 times, that 1/2 equals 3 times 1/6, and that equals 3/6. Down here at the second one, on 1B, it asks to make 2 rows. We have 4 columns. They want us to add in 2 rows. So if we have one of the 4 shaded in, then we have 1/4. If we make 2 rows, we have 1 row at the top, 1 row at the bottom. We have 8 equal groups, so each section, each equal part is now worth 1/8. So if we look at the shaded part of the area model, we have 2 8s that are shaded. We know that 1/4 equals 2 8s, because 1/4 equals 1/8 plus 1/8, that equals 2 8s. We repeated the addition of 1/8 twice, so 1/4 equals 1/8 times 2, and that also equals 2 8s. We'll do that again at the bottom, making 4 rows. So we need to make out our first fraction and then make 4 rows. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 rows there. How many fractions do we have now? How many parts of that fraction do we have that's shaded? What's our addition sentence? What's our multiplication sentence with that? On the back side, we're doing the exact same thing, except for this time they're giving us the equivalent fractions. We just have to model it, and then we need to show our sum of units and multiplication sentence as well. So the first one, we have a rectangle. We divide it into 3 equal parts. We have 1 part that is shaded. We need to have 6 equal parts, so we put a line between it. We see this here was, and I should have labeled this first, 1/3. Now, because of our equal parts now, we have 1/6. So 1/6 plus 1/6 is 2/6. So our sentence will be 1/6 plus 1/6 equals 2/6. That equals 1/3. And then our multiplication sentence is 1/3 equals 1/6 times 2 equals 2/6. The B, C, D, E, and F all follow the same patterns there. I'll just skip down and do I'll do F real quick. F, 1/5. So I have a section that's partitioned off into 5 equal groups. Then I'm going to draw 2 more lines to make 15 equal parts. This here was the original shaded 1/5. Now I have 3/15 shaded, because each section is now worth 1/15, and I have 3 of those. So my addition sentence will be 1/15 plus 1/15 plus 1/15 equals 3/15, and all of that equals 1/5. On the bottom part down here, it says explain why 1/12 plus 1/12 plus 1/12 plus 1/12 is the same as 1/3. If they draw the rectangle and they divide it up and then divide it up into 12ths again, in their best words, explain to me in sentence form with words what's going on in the problem. This is a bonus question. We'll go over it more in depth during class. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or leave it on the at damonhall.wikispaces.com. Thank you and have a good evening.